Hello and welcome to week 2 of Vlogmas. My name is Sarah of SarahKarine Knits, and this is Saturday, December 3rd. I got it right this time. If you watched last week's video, I got the date wrong not once, but twice. So I think what I would like to do is sort of like intro you into what we're doing today and take you along with me a little bit. I have my yarn advent to open as well as our tea advent. So we're gonna do that really quickly. And then I'm going to go Christmas shopping. Even though Monica and I decided that we're not doing gifts this year, we are doing like a stocking stuffer style thing, even though we don't have stockings. Anyway, it's very minimal Christmas out here. And then hopefully this weekend as well, we are going to put up our Christmas tree. So lots to show you this weekend and the weeks to come. Let's start with the yarn advent though. I feel like that's probably what a lot of you are excited to see. I will show you really quickly. I've been doing oh goodness. There we go. Been doing a sock with my advent colors. So I am rolling a D20 and knitting the number of rounds that I get on the die. If I roll a 1, I'm gonna re-roll and add that number to the 1 because I don't wanna have to weave in ends for just 1 round. It's my advent and I decide the rules. So this is December 1st and December 2nd, and I'm about to open December 3rd with you here. This one is attached, the other ones were not. This is a merino nylon sock, hand-dyed by Fru Valborg. So that's the same dyer, and that's gonna be backwards probably, but that's the same dyer as the first color in the sock, the purple and orange speckles. Oh, and it's really pretty. It's like pink. Sorry, I have the like cinematic feature on my camera and it's like hard to focus, but it's like pink and there we go, that's better. Pink and gold, it looks like speckles. That's gonna go really well with the sock so far. I will roll a D20, although I say that. I have Monica's dice tray here, so we're gonna use this to roll. And we will use her very cute little like berry dice. Oh, I probably jinxed it, but I rolled a 1. So we'll try again and we'll add the 2 together. I rolled a 20. So I guess I'm knitting 21 rounds of that pink, which is kind of nice. I really like pink. So, okay, the dice have spoken. All right, that's really funny. So 21 rounds of that pink yarn on my sock will be added today. I'll show you that later. And next we're going to do some tea. So we're opening a day in advance. I explained in the last video, but basically it just makes more sense for us to open teas in the mornings rather than in the evenings. And this one, yeah, that's a name that I am going to butcher. Bear with me, are you ready? I'm gonna go with Genmaika or Maicha, Genmaicha, Yamabuki, sure. It's from Japan, so I apologize if I just absolutely butchered that. But it's green tea, and it doesn't say anything. The other one had like tasting notes of like, you know, it was black tea, but it was also like these things. This one just says green. So it might just be like a really delicious green tea from Japan, which I'm down for. It tells us how much and how long to steep it for, and also the temperature. If you're someone who's like, ooh, I don't like tea, or I only like black tea, and Hannah of the Corner of Craft has said this too, you're probably steeping it at the wrong temperature. It's actually important that you listen to what the tea tells you to steep it at, otherwise you're burning it. So that's gonna be great. We're gonna have some of that probably later today or maybe tomorrow, and we will let you know how it tastes. But that's it for Advents. I'm gonna go Christmas shopping now. And depending on if there's anything cute for you to see, I'll take some little clips, potentially not, and we'll see you soon. Hello and happy Sunday. I'm about to set up to chat with you all and show you the progress I've made on my Advent, but there's a few changes in the apartment that I wanted to show you. Some festive ones and some just exciting ones. You can see one in the background. So let's get into it. As you can see, we have put up our Christmas tree. The cat is enjoying his rest by the window. And I did go ahead and wrap some gifts for Monica last night to make the bottom of the tree look extra special. And if we come over here, you can see we have some decorations. We have one on the chair as well. And then we have this really cute garland that has a bunch of tiny little hedgehogs. So cute. So that all looks like that. And then if we come over here, mind the slight mess in the kitchen, we got a Peloton bike. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we moved from Ontario to BC, and when we were in Ontario, we had a bike. We had to sell the bike to move. And so we finally got up the courage and the funds to get a replacement. And I say the courage because it is an investment, but Monica and I both are bad for not exercising if we don't have a piece of exercise equipment like staring us in the face. So yes, welcome to a little bit more of a Christmassy Vlogmas finally. Let's go ahead and talk Advent because I have some progress on my sock that I am really excited to show. Don't forget, you have to look here and nod at yourself. It's really hard to do. Come here. We have a Monica. She was just walking the dog, and so I asked if she wanted to say hi to the class, and she is, so
hello. I'm looking at the wrong spot. It's totally fine, but I have this nice little rosy cheek because it's like -6.
Is it actually below freezing?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I'm gone.
Okay. You and the doggo.
Come on, she's happy to swimmers. Let's go here.
Alrighty. Sorry, yeah, the dog's she's got nails. It is what it is. So we're on December 4th, right? I'm not wrong. It is December 4th, I hope. Yesterday we did December 3rd colors, and I rolled a 1 and a 20. So I knit 21 rounds of this color, this pink color. It's working out really well. So I did 30 rounds of the ribbing, and then the additional 30 rounds total, 10 of the pink, and then the additional 11 in stockinette. So I am ready to add my 4th color here. Through the white paper, I can already tell I think it's gonna be another pink. Oh, I was wrong. That's exciting. So this one is Arveda Classic by Phil Colana, color French Vanilla. I'm actually really excited because I've never used Arveda because I don't live in Europe, and it's not nearly as accessible here as it is in Europe. So this is really fun. It is absolutely a French vanilla color too. Like, that is what I imagine. It's like a buttery yellow cream. So that is actually gonna look really pretty in the sock. So I'm excited for that. Let's roll and see how many rounds of this color I am doing. I'm like, I don't know, I'm superstitious. I don't want to sing the praises of any one color too much because then the dice will hear me and it'll only roll like a 3 or something. So let's see. Today we're using Monica's dice again. This time we're using her like stone set. What stone are these green ones, babe?
Bloodstone.
Bloodstone. Okay, let's see what it tells me I'm gonna knit. Okay, not bad, 7. I could have done for a little more of that color, but 7 is fine because the like lower numbers we get, the more colors will fit in the sock, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna go ahead and knit that. And today is Sunday, so I have a lot of time. We did all of our errands yesterday, so I have a lot of time to, you know, add some finishing touches. Like today I'm like blocking the hat that I made for my mom, and I'm putting buttons on a baby cardigan, and I'm gonna probably start mittens for my mom. I'm gonna knit on the sock. There's gonna be a lot of knitting. I'll probably show, maybe I'll throw some clips in, but I'll probably show you tomorrow morning. It seems like just like filming once every morning is working pretty well for me. So I'm not gonna fix it if it isn't broken. Okay, I'm not gonna open the tea because we haven't even tried the green tea from yesterday's opening. So we're gonna have some of that today, and then if we do open another tea, I will show that already. Let's get to knitting. Hello and welcome to the chaos that is our office. I'm using my door as a clothing drying rack. This is common practice here. If you watch my Instagram stories, there's usually pants. Today it's a tank top. Really exciting stuff. I wanted to very quickly, although I don't have dice, oops. I'll have to go grab dice, but I wanted to very quickly just open my advent for the day. It is Monday, December the 5th. My cat has decided that this is a really comfy bed for him to lay in. So like last night he moved everything from the center and like loafed. Anyway, so I had set it all up so it was like in order. It's no longer in order. So apologies for the rustling. Okay, that's the 6th. That's the 25th. Oh gosh, this is going to take me forever. There we go. December the 5th. Here is what my sock is looking like. So this was yesterday, the French vanilla color. I'm really loving the order that she put these yarns in. I don't know if it was intentional. I should probably ask her, but it's looking really lovely. So here is December 5th. I don't want to peek, I want to pull the tag out first. Okay, ooh, it's another pink one. So, oh, this is her own yarn. CamijoKnit single 366 one ply 100% merino champagne grape. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay. I'm a little bit worried about putting a single ply into the sock. Because I've so far done, it's all had nylon, I believe, so far, or at least been applied yarn. If I do the leg long enough, here's the thing. Will I wear these in socks or in shoes, or will I just wear them around the house? Will I remember to not wear them in shoes if there's single ply in it? Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna roll to see how many rounds I get for the day. If I get more than just a few, like over 10, I will pull something from my own scrap stash for today. If I get something like 10 and lower, like especially like 3 to 5, I'm gonna put it in. Why not? Live on the edge. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna go get a D20 so that we can try this out. All right. I've got my own dice tray this time, and I'm gonna use my very fancy set of like glass dice. And I'm gonna roll, so the D20 is really cute. It has like a moon on it. Not one. And a 9, a perfect 10, which was my threshold. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna continue knitting with the Advent yarn, even though it's a single ply. I think it will be fine. I've actually never used single ply before, like ever. And this might be a terrible idea, but if I have to reinforce it after a couple of wears, like if I have to duplicate stitch or like mend it or something, so be it. But like frankly, because these are like kind of fun Christmassy socks, like, and they're gonna be like crazy stripes and stuff, probably won't wear them out of the house really anyways, right? We're doing it. I did bring the tea for today here too, because we opened it last night. So it is masala chai, Asam CTC, cardamom, cinnamon, ginger root, black pepper, cloves. Now I do know that like chai is traditionally prepared like over the stovetop, like boiled with like milk and stuff, or maybe not boiled, but definitely simmered. And I was really happy to see that I was looking in the booklet that we got from Westholme for this Advent, and they specifically for a lot of teas, not even just the chai, but they give Western preparation instructions, and they give like traditional preparation instructions. So the green tea that we had the other day had like this toasted rice in it. It was really interesting. And that also was like, here is how it's traditionally prepared. Here's how you can prepare it. It's up to you. So that's been really neat. So it does give like steep in boiling water, add milk, or it gives boil on stovetop with water and milk and stuff. So we haven't had it yet. Monica's convinced that we've had this brand's chai before, but I must not have had it because I don't recall. But I am really excited for this one. And that's everything. Well, one more thing is I finished my mom's antler hat. It is still damp because it is freezing in here and it just won't dry. Like it's been on the mats for I think 24 hours now. But that's okay. It is knit in Malabrigo Rios in the color teal feather. I have another skein of it already like caked up for the same pattern, the antler mittens. Not a free pattern. The hat is a free pattern. The mittens are not. So I bought that yesterday. I haven't started. But I do have quite a bit complete for like gift knits and stuff. I have one more whip that I started yesterday, but it's in the other room. So I'll show you a little later, but it is a colorwork kiddo sweater. And once I'm finished that and the mittens, I'm pretty much done for gift knitting. There's a couple things that are like a nice to do for a couple of friends, but it's not necessary. Like if I don't have the time, I don't have the time, but we're making progress on my list. So that's what matters. Okay. I think that's actually it from me today. Happy Monday morning. And I will come back when I have something else to share. Hello. Another morning and another Advent opening for you all. So it is Wednesday, December the 6th. I've pulled out my gift knitting works in progress so that I can show you what I've been working on this week. I've been lacking in showing the knitting, so I wanted to make sure I did that. And we opened the tea last night, but it was too dark to show, but it is an herbal tea. So if I make some of that today, I'll be sure to take a quick clip of the front. It sounds good. It's got like ginger and cinnamon. Should be really delicious. My cat has been on another level. I did have to rearrange all of the little Advent bags yesterday because he had definitely used it as a bed the night before. So it's now in a different location to hopefully prevent that from continuing. Without further ado, however, we're gonna talk about the sock. I did end up putting the 10 rounds of the single ply in here. And the color is really quite pretty. So my hope is that it doesn't betray me. And let's see what we are adding today. Ooh, it's a pretty color. This is Madeline Tosh Light Adelaide. It's also a single ply. We're getting dangerously close to the heel with these single plies, but at this point I've already added one, so I think we're just gonna go whole hog here. I've not ever used Madeline Tosh either, even though, oh my cat, I hope you can't hear that. Even though Madeline Tosh, I believe, is an American yarn, I've not ever used it before, but this is really fun. My partner Monica would love this. This is like her favorite corally pink, orange, whatever you want to call this. So let's see how many rounds of this color I'm going to add today. I hope you've noticed or appreciated, I have been trying to use a different set of dice every day. So today I'm going to use these. These are acrylic and hand painted that my partner got me, Monica got me for, I believe either my birthday or Christmas last year. Let's go ahead and give this a whirl. 6. All right, not bad. So we're gonna do 6 rounds of the single ply Madeline Tosh for today. So that's not too bad. I find anything over 10 takes me like more than one sitting, if that makes sense. Like it takes a while to get through. So 6 is kind of nice because I've got a lot of gift knitting to do, and I have to, or I want to get it done before I go back home. I moved to BC recently this year. You probably know that. I say it like every video. Moved to BC and there we go. Trying to find my bag. Moved to BC and am visiting home. Ontario is home to see my parents. So a lot of the gift knits are baby knits and a couple are for my parents. So I just wanted to make sure that I had enough time and like that I got it all done. So yesterday I threw a picture in, I think I showed it wet, but this is the antler hat by Tin Can Knits in teal feather, Malabrigo Rios colorway. And just this morning I separated the thumb for the antler mitts. Now the antler mitts, read your patterns, kids. I just bought this because I just assumed it was the same yarn weight as the hat, but this calls for Aran or chunky weight and the hat calls for worsted. I'm doing it with the same yarn anyways because frankly I just didn't have the time or the money to like go out and try to find a matching teal that was in chunky weight. Like I was like, absolutely not. But like it's fitting, so I'm thinking it's gonna be fine. I'm hoping, I mean, ambitiously, I'd love to finish this today, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So at least tomorrow, because I also need to focus on this sweater. So this is a 6-year-old size colorwork sweater. I think it's called the Tree Line or Little Tree Line. And I checked the designer's most recent like adult size pattern and she does appear to be a size inclusive designer. So I went for it. It's typically all in one color, but I went with the white and red. I only had to carry 3 colors for like 2 rows down here. It is a paid for pattern. And it's only children's sizes. So, it doesn't come like in adult sizes as well. Like Tin Can Knits with their garment patterns, they're like baby all the way to large like men's size. So if you're looking for that, that's not really going to be a thing here, but it is for a baby pattern pretty good. It does have you cast on larger neck sizes as the sizing goes up, and like that's a problem in adult sizing, but I figure for kids like it's probably better that you can get their head through it. So yeah, not too bad. It's for a 4-year-old and I am knitting the 6 size, but I did ask mom and she said yes to making him like a size larger, so that he'll fit into it next year. So, cause it only goes from like size 2, 4, 6, 8, like it goes up in double digits. So yeah, so that's what we're doing here. I don't want to lose a stitch. We're on a 24-inch circular, so we're getting a little bunched up, but I think it's going to look really nice. This is all in worsted weight acrylic Brava from Knit Picks. Well, except for the white. The white is like a red heart. I thought I had the Brava in white, but I must have gotten rid of it or used it or whatever. I've moved like 3 times since I bought this yarn, so where that white went is a mystery. But yeah, so it's working out pretty well. I'm not really a colorwork person, but I figured on a tiny little yoke, like I only have probably 10 more rounds of the colorwork to go. I hope I'll do that tonight, and then hopefully I'm on Body Island, and then I've just got sleeves. I have faith in me. I've got like a week. I've Got like 6 more days of knitting to finish this and a pair of mittens. It's ambitious, but I think it's possible. Last night we were watching Critical Role, so I did not finish, or sorry, I did not work on either of these things because one is cabling and one is color work, and I was really into the episode. It was the Mighty Nine reunion. So I just decided that I was gonna work on an old sweater whip, my Cozy Classic Light. And it was nice to return to that, honestly. I really missed knitting for myself, and I got quite a bit done on the sleeve. So, you know, sometimes you gotta knit for you. Alrighty, that is everything that I need to share. I'm going to start work in about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna knit on probably the mittens. I'll do the sock, like on my lunch break or something. Hello, 2 very quick little updates. It is still Wednesday. I have finished my 6 rows of the color for today. Another single ply. You can kind of tell the texture difference there. It's really nice to work with. I don't mind the single ply. I think I'm gonna probably regret putting it in a sock, but it's there now. But I wanted to give an update on the tea, and apparently my cat wants to give an update about his nap. He just woke up. Hi, buddy. This tea is the herbal tea that I had mentioned that we pulled for today. And it's slightly spicy, slightly pepperminty, very like warming. It is one of the ones, I'm trying to like limit the ones that I'm like, ooh, I want to buy that again, because otherwise I'm just going to say that I want to buy all of them again. But that one was really delightful. I liked it a lot. Because I really like a peppermint tea, and I also really like herbal spicy things. So that is that. I hope that's not going to be backwards. It'll probably be backwards, but that's what it is. It's got peppermint, lemongrass, fennel, ginger root, Ceylon cinnamon, I don't know that word, and rosemary. And it's just really nice. The problem is a lot of the teas from this company are really nice. So yeah, like I say, I'm having a hard time not being like, I want to buy this one in full size and I want to buy this one in full size. So we're going to have to be a little bit realistic about our choices. Also, if you think this is a silly place for a bike, I agree. It won't stay there forever, but it is there for now. So if you're wondering why there's a bike in the middle of my kitchen, I know it's silly. What? We are back in the original podcast spot today. It is a dreary, gross Thursday. And I haven't had really much time to come and chat with you all, and I have a bit of a break from work right now, so I figured I'd hop on and roll for, what's the date today? The 7th. Yes, roll for the 7th for my Advent socks. So I grabbed a set of dice from our cabinet here. These are dice we got, I believe, in Ireland. They're just Chessex dice again, so like the plastic, like acrylic, and they're like a green with like a gold ribbon through them. They're really quite pretty. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that one on a journey. We got 9. I think a couple days ago we got 9 with a nat 1. So we're gonna do 9 rounds. Here's what the sock is looking like. It hasn't changed since the last I showed it to you. And it's the 7th, so pull this out. So this is from Denmark, a Knitter's World alpaca merino sock, and the colorway is called Life in the Desert. Ooh, this is really pretty. Oh yeah, I love that. It's a little bit darker because of the lighting, but for the camera, but it's definitely more pink than it's showing. And it has some like really bright green little flecks and then darker brown and some like orangey coral. This is really pretty. So we're gonna do 9 rounds of this. It's super soft too, the alpaca. A lot of honking going on outside, but you probably can't hear that. Yes, the tea that we got today is a really interesting one. It's a yellow tea. And I guess you get yellow tea by steaming the tea leaves in towels. And the way that it changes the tea leaves is enough that it constitutes like making that its own like tea type, you know, like it can no longer be categorized as like black or green tea. So I'm really interested to try that. But I've been drinking a lot of coffee today. I woke up really late. It's just like not a day for me, which is why this is happening at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, it just is what it is. So I'm excited to knit that color into the sock. I think it's gonna look really pretty with the other colors. I'm very close to the heel actually. So just for your knowledge, what I plan on doing, I have 30 rounds here, and then I think I'm gonna do 40 just stockinette rounds, and I'm just gonna see what it looks like. And if I like the length, then I will do that. And if I wanna add more, I'll add more. But I think 40 is gonna be good, and we're getting pretty close. I'll see what this 9 is gonna give me. And then we might be doing a heel by day 7, which is pretty wild. And yeah, we'll talk more about my plans for this sock and its mate when we get closer to the end of the sock. I want to see how many colors I use, and we might end up with 2 pairs from this advent rather than just the one. So we'll see. All right, that's it for me today. I will check in with you again tomorrow. With hopefully some progress on my sock and some progress on some gift knits. I can update you before the end of the video. I'm gonna update the socks and advent yarn in a minute, but this needs to be documented. Christmas is coming, y'all. Hello. Okay, one last excerpt for the video. We skipped Thursday because I'm at an impasse with my gift knitting and my advent sock knitting. And so I decided to focus on gift knitting and pick up my socks once the gifts are finished. So we have a sweater for a currently 4.5-year-old, but I'm making the size 6 so that he can wear it next year and potentially the year after that, because hand knits take a long time. So I've spent the last couple of days since you last saw the sweater knitting the body. The sleeves will hopefully finish this weekend, and then I can finish the second mitt for the antler mitts. The other one still doesn't have a thumb, but you know, this is otherwise nearly finished, and it is the pair to this one. But I did still want to open the yarn from the advent because Monica, who you can't see, who's on the couch next to me, has been enjoying seeing the colors and stuff. So we're gonna do it. This is where we're at. I'm not yet done the 9 rounds of the last one that you saw because I'm about to put in the heel. Once I put in the heel, I will continue to put in these other colors. Again, probably this weekend, but I have to put in the heel with a contrast color. So here's December 8th. It is a Danish dyer, a Knitter's World, and it's camel and silk. How fun. Ooh, it's so soft and shiny. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. It's like a champagne-y gold color. That's really cool. Huh? I will roll. I didn't, oh yeah, thank you. I didn't grab my dice or anything. We'll open the 9th and then, isn't it? All right, and then this one, Manos del Uruguay Alegria. Yep, 75% merino, 25% nylon. Ooh, that is so fun. So I think, I don't know, I have to talk to her and ask if there was like a, this is so soft. Camel and silk, noted, very soft. I have to ask if she intended for there to be like a specific color order, or if this is just like a happy accident that it seems to be going from like pinks and purples and now we're in like yellows and oranges and beiges. It's just, I don't know. I really like it. Also, I realized that this whole week I've just been talking about this advent, and I talked about it last week, and so I just assumed that if anyone was watching this, they've also watched last week's. But just in case you haven't, this is a yarn advent exchange of leftovers from another knitter, Camijo of CamijoKnits, who's also a hand dyer from Denmark, I think. I hope that's correct. I should double check these things before I make such claims, but I think that's where she's from. And she sent me her leftovers, so like they're all from different dyers. Some are her own, some are other like leftovers that she's had in her stash. And then I also put one together and sent it to Rebecca of the Creabea podcast and so on. So like it's like everyone sent one to someone different. Like you didn't receive one from the same person you sent one to. So it's been like the big, you know, circle of advent exchanges. And it's been really fun. It means that I didn't have to spend $300 on a yarn calendar, and I still get to make an advent project. So that's been really cool. Do you want to see this one? Sorry, I didn't let you see it. And yes, I guess I do have to roll for the colors. Are you getting up to get me a
Yeah, now that the cat's not on me.
dice set? Thank you. Thank you. Absolute sheer unadulterated chaos. Alrighty, you don't get a new dice set today. It's just what it is. We're gonna do the berry dice again. So this is for December 8th. 15.
Okay.
Okay, quite a lot of the camel and silk, which is kind of nice. Very soft on the bottom of my feet. And a natural 20. Okay, this is actually really interesting. So I said I was kind of at an impasse with my socks as well, because 20 of this is gonna be really pretty. Like, hold on.
It's gonna be a nice little fade.
It's gonna be a nice little fade, I think. Well, not really, well, anyway, whatever.
Sure.
I'm not fading it, but yes, totally. I hear you, and I agree. So, there's gonna be a white heel, and then it's gonna be like this, which I think is gonna go really well. And what I have previously mentioned about these socks is that, oh, can you grab me a pen? Baby? Babe? Can you grab me a pen? Or any writing utensil? So I can just write the number of rounds on this so I don't forget.
15 and 20.
I think that with the number of days I have for 15 and 20, that's 35 rounds on the foot. That's like half of the foot of my sock. So I'm thinking that by December 12th, barring I don't roll a 2 and a 3 for like the 12th and the 13th, I might be halfway through my advent and have a whole sock. Now, what I could do is continue on with the rest of the advent colors onto the second sock and just have a mismatching pair. But what I thought would be cool is to start the second sock with exactly the same number of repeats of December 1st through whatever I end on, and have a pair for the first half of December, and then we'll have a pair for the second half of December. And then this way I'm getting 2 pairs of socks out of my advent yarn. I think that's the route I'm gonna take. So I don't know. It might mean that I alter I only re-roll when I get nat 1s. Maybe I re-roll when I get under 5 if I want to try to end the sock by December 12th. But I just think that getting 2 pairs of socks out of this advent might be, like 2 is better than 1. But it also means that I could hit second sock syndrome if I don't start the sock right away. I guess only time will tell, but that'll be next week's video. This is the end of, oh look, I have a pen. This is the end of this week's installment of Vlogmas, or just me chatting to camera for a full week about yarn and socks. Thank you for joining. And next week I will be traveling, so the setup might be a little bit different. The video might end up shorter, I'm assuming, but we'll see. And I hope that you tune in. And that's it. Is there anything you'd like to say to the class, honey?
Are you never coming, honey?
I know, but it just sounded right.
What was that?
You know, it sounded
like
right.
it. No.
All right, is there anything you want to say to the class, babe?
No.
Not even a Merry Christmas?
Don't forget to love each other.
Don't forget to, oh, that's good. I like that ending. Don't forget to love each other. Bye.